everyone. Welcome back to another SG Stories episode. I am here with the one and only, literally the one and only Mr. Gill. The reason I say so is that you're the one and only male class teacher at this school. Congratulations, my brother.
It's certainly a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, man. Let me begin by having you introduce yourself. I can beg you to take off the mask so people can actually see that it is a man teaching this class in J2. So, sir, you go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
Well, my name is Mr. Dwayne Gill. I have been teaching at St. Gabriel's in a peripatetic capacity since 2013, so it's been just almost a decade that I've been here now. And it was just 2 or 3 years ago where I would have been teaching in an assistive capacity, and finally I've made it to the big leagues. I'm presently a teacher at the J2 class.
Excellent, man. Excellent. I remember I was walking my son to the classroom on the first day, and I saw you inside the class, and I was like, wait, this father, like, he ain't get the memo. They say that nobody is allowed inside the people's classrooms. and then when I saw you there another day, I said, oh, that's the class teacher that I've heard about, Mr. Gill, right? So tell me, boss. I mean, you've been there for almost a decade. Congratulations. And how is it being the lone class teacher guy at the school? I know you have Mr. King and Mr. Smith, who are specialist teachers, and also Mr. Brathwaite, but you're the lone man teacher, the class teacher. How is that working with all the ladies? Tell me about that, man.
Well, it's certainly a surreal experience. There is cooperation all across the board, and to be totally honest with you, when I took the position, I didn't see gender. That's just the level of conditioning that you get all across the board. The staff were very supportive of me, and I must say that it's certainly a pleasure to be here.
Great, man. It's great to have you there, man. And how was like over the last couple of years your results? I mean, because the kids would have been accustomed to female teachers. How was the very first year being a class teacher? How did that work out? Was it just seamless in terms of the kids now, not the teachers? Yes. How was that?
Well, I must tell you that there were nerves all around for me. When I started my orientation, I had the expectation that everything would be in chaos, because who is this male teacher? Chances are that they would have been very disruptive. But strangely enough, every student has been receptive. I've had some very cordial correspondence with the parents, and I have little to no problems so far.
That is excellent. I mean, standard in Barbados, when you go to secondary school, you find a lot of male teachers, And I remember when I left Gabriel's, I went to foundation. It was like it was different, but it was actually good for the boys as well. From a discipline standpoint, the male teachers tend to have a little more, a little more discipline for the boys. The boys respond a little bit more in terms. They think twice about giving trouble with them. Have you found that as your experience with the boys?
Oh, well, there are some who may be a little bit distractive, but I find that my approach wouldn't necessarily be as bombastic as other male teachers. I usually pull students aside, have a pep talk with them, share what experiences that I can give to them. So I'm trying to have a little bit of a hybrid approach where I assert dominance in the classroom. You must at all times, of course, but at the very same time, I'm not too rough around the edges with everyone. Yeah, and of course, it's best to treat all students equally. Don't have favor for the young ladies and then be rough on the young men. Once that equal treatment is established across the classroom, then the students will have an understanding of your personality and your expectations.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So in terms of memories, you said you've been there for a decade. I know you must have some wonderful memories. The last 2 years of COVID have been a bit rough, but now we're back at school, praise God. But what are some of your best memories over the last 10 years, one or two of them?
Oh, well, my fond memories would have been the very first time I came to this school. I was so allured by the environment, that would be the social and the physical environment, because I couldn't imagine things like this. As soon as I got through the gate, good evening, sir. Good afternoon, sir. And it was very, very inspiring to me. And with that, I had a good relationship with the teacher base and the student base. They've always given me support. So the impactful moments of my life are still happening, I would say. The other one of note would be when I did start the teaching in an assistive capacity and teaching in, because I did my Novus Practicum at Erdiston, and this was definitely the school I wanted to come to do my Novus Practicum. And during those experiences with all of the students and all of the teachers and gathering a great deal of information, I would say that has certainly impacted on me.
Nice, man, nice. Well, the ladies are wonderful. It's definitely a family vibe at St. Gabriel's, and what I understand from doing these interviews is that when you're coming in as a new teacher, the teachers who are more senior help you along the way, show you the way that things are done and so on. So I'm glad to hear that that's a part of your experience as well, and hopefully with the young ones now coming in, that you will help assist them to understand how to do things and to make it easy for them to settle into the family, So,
yes, please.
In terms of being a teacher, what drives you to be a teacher? What's your favorite part about being a teacher?
The fact that I can get up every single morning and administer information to the student base. I help with their conditioning. We live in a functional society, so you have to help them with their behavioral traits, how they would conduct themselves in different situations. And what is another thing amazing about being a teacher is that you're not the only person teaching, because sometimes you're hit with some information from the students themselves, and I think that is one of the most inspiring things about teaching. I also love a challenge, and teaching is certainly a challenge. Everyone is not going to be to the same cognitive capacity. So with that, you're going to have some students that you really have to put in the hard work. You're going to have to change your teaching strategy in order to get through to them, and that's one of the ideal things for me. And the fact that I can use my skill set, I do a little bit of graphic arts, I do a little bit of music, I can incorporate that into the teaching experience. That is one of the fulfilling things for me. So I can definitely say without a doubt that I love my job.
Great, man, great. So you're a graphic artist and you got a little music skill and thing. That's great, man. Yeah, awesome stuff. Well, a well-rounded gentleman, man. Well, congratulations to you, sir. You're doing a great job. I've heard a lot of great things. And, another thing happened in J2 is that you start to do work that the parents can't necessarily help with, because, they rapidly get past that stage where we know everything that they're doing. So literally you're teaching them how to manage themselves and how to do their homework and how to prepare for that stuff. So thank you so much, Mr. Gill. I just want you to finish by digging at the school, say who you are, and say you love St. Gabriel's School. And that is your wrap, sir. So over to you, Mr. Gill.
This is Dwayne Gill. I want to express my love for the St. Gabriel School, and it is my desire to be here as long as I possibly can. Big up.
Big up, Mr. Gill. Thank you so much, sir. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you so much for your time, sir. Enough respect. Good man.
Thank you.
All right, brother. Cheers, man.
This is the St. Gabriel song, and we sing it proud and strong. We are one family. Every culture, every race, we all have an equal space, and we live in unity. It's unity every day. That is the St. Gabriel's way. You and me in unity is strength. In the class and when we play, it's unity every day. You and me in unity is strength.